Mic check. You're now tuned in with Mike J. You know the host that do the most. How I feel when you got a rapper from the West Coast on the intro. So smooth. Now we can play the instrumental. Black top radio. Where you can come and get your fix. We be talking about your baby mamas or some politics. Fresh station out where you can tune and hear the hottest. Ain't no filters, you hear all of it. You ain't really popping yet if you ain't never been a guest. Wait, let me guess, you got on next. Got the airwaves on flex. Boom. Black top, what did you expect? Black top radio. Radio. The black top radio. Radio. The black top. Black top. Black top radio.
It is time for headlines with the one and only Miss Milan. Ma'am, you may take it. Oh wait, what's up, baby?
Well, y'all already know what it is, and I came through with the news to give you the news that what you need to know. Well, one of the topics that I honestly thought it was probably one of the most important topics is what we've already started to touch on for today. How in the fuck, and I say that strongly, did these motherfuckers manage to get in the goddamn Capitol chambers?
Who in the hell left the gate open?
Who the fuck was guarding the door? A Cheeto? Which y'all had a goddamn with the little sliding line and you put a Cheeto right there. Like,
I'ma tell y'all this.
What was y'all doing?
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I seen the video. One black man left to defend himself, and it was like another security guard damn recording. And I feel like the black man told him, man, record this shit because I want them to see what the fuck they set me up for. Set up? Oh yes. They left one security guard in there. Where the fuck was the National Guard that y'all got off of BLM? And when I ain't talking about Blue Lives Matter, we talking about Black Lives Matter.
And that's exactly what I said. I said if it was a Black Lives Matter protest, then y'all would have met us there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all knew this shit was happening. I think Trump announced this shit. He told these motherfuckers to show up on this date, and you still wasn't prepared. Like,
stand back. Stand by.
Stand back, and stand by.
This shit is a joke to y'all. Y'all literally think this shit is a joke. It's not a fucking joke.
You playing with my emotions,
I'm
Smokey.
so glad that he turned on Pence too.
But let me be honest with you. And let me say this for all my African Americans in the world.
This ain't us.
And I'm gonna say this. I don't want to say it with bias, but I want you to be smart about your decisions. A lot of things have transpired in the last days or so. Mm-hmm. So if you look into stocks, because I've been into stocks a lot lately, Smith & Wesson stock has been on the rise. So I need you guys to understand that if you don't have protection, I'm not telling you to go out and get it. But what I am telling you is to make sure that your home, because I can't tell you to protect yourself outside of those premises the way that you need to be, because everybody don't look at us the same. So you might be outside with a gun and they're going to look at you like a threat.
Big facts.
But what I am going to tell you is make sure your home is protected. If you need a fence, if you need security, if you need a dog, if you need all of that, get all of that. But still protect your home if you need a firearm and make sure that it is safely protected if you have kids. This is not the time to play. We have already seen that Trump has already told these people to stand by. They are ready. Did you see how they appeared at the Capitol in masses? This shit is not a game.
Oh, and make no mistake about it, black people. It goes back to the very thought and idea and the notion that your skin color is literally the threat. You saw white people literally climb the gates of a government office and or building.
With no shots, no tear gas until they were heavily there.
Okay?
But them motherfuckers showed up with gas masks, which is even crazier.
Make no mistake about it. The government will not wage war against these people like they will do you. She ain't gonna tell you that it is time for all of us to get armed up,
But you know what,
locked
though?
up, and locked up safely.
Do y'all
because
think this is a diversion though?
This is a result from black people showing up to vote.
Yeah, it's not a diversion.
White people hate when black people have equal playing field. And right now, with the way the vote went, we showed up and now we have equal playing field. They hate for us to feel close or even be in the same network of them because it's too much like right. We are too much equal. They are superior to us. So when we get to the point where they feel like we're superior, then we're equal threat and they have to show their power.
But something like this,
This is what they're doing.
Something like this always becomes a big headline. Like yesterday. Yesterday there was a judgment ruled to
Jacob Blake.
right. And now, all of a sudden today, the mass headline is these people are storming Congress.
No, we still pissed off about Jacob Blake.
Bruh. But they're trying to divert the attention from this I would think the JB, there's a problem.
I know. I feel like we, at this point, we're used to the diversions. It's just on black people to kind of, unfortunately, I feel like the injustice in the law and blah, blah, blah. Like, we know that that's going to happen.
Of course.
I feel like we can't even be distracted. We got to pay attention to the right motherfucking now. Because look at it. We need to be empowered by moments like this. I'm literally laughing looking at these motherfuckers embarrass the ghetto states of America. And I mean that literally. Like, y'all are an embarrassment to the country, to the political process, everything.
Amen.
Black people, if anything, now is even more time to rise up. This is exactly why we going to the polls. This is exactly why we finna vote y'all motherfuckers out. Continue to lose y'all motherfucking mind if you want to.
Because you are about to lose your job. Get this
Period. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna get smarter, stronger. We're gaining our knowledge while y'all lose y'all. Y'all are being exposed. So please continue to storm whatever government office you need to. And all of y'all white monkeys that are stopping the show.
You know what's so crazy? I was on Clubhouse today because today was actually an interesting day to be on Clubhouse. And I ended up in a Clubhouse room started by some UK girls. And shout out to my girls in the UK that added me in, but super dope girls. But when I got into the room, they were like, "Oh, Americans here. Tell us how you feel about what's going on." So I was like, I just feel like, I mean, this is them rebelling back from us getting equal rights, equal quality. And they were like, yeah, because the monarchy over here is some bullshit. That's how we feel about over here. And I'm like, she was like, but America is the ghetto right now.
Child.
And I was like,
She ain't lying.
you know what? You right, sis.
The devils are showing
This
their
shit
ass.
is ghetto. And she said something that was very true. She was like, we used to look at America for power, and now y'all look very weak.
Stupid, disorganized.
And you are absolutely right. We look very fucking weak. We went from land of the free to land of the what the fuck they got going on over there.
Hold on. This
Straight
is the
up.
land of the free, but let me tell you something. The black folk have always been the land of the brave. And I'm telling y'all, as black people, did you get your superpowers on the December 21st or not? This is not a time to back the fuck down. We going harder. Did you hear our black people playing Move, Mitch, get out the way? I was like, it's a new motherfucking day in American politics. Y'all not finna play with us no motherfucking more. Lose your motherfucking minds. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Cast your fucking, we cast these demons out. You fucking white devils. And it's not all of y'all. Like, we got abolitionists, we got Quakers.
That's why your ass
we
could be on
got,
Facebook
you know
now.
what I'm saying? We got we got real ones out here who are representing and understand exactly what it is. But let's be clear. If there has ever been a point that the color of your skin matters, it was today.
Yeah.
Because let it have been some black motherfuckers storming the damn Congress.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
We
look like
would've
a
been
damn
terrorists.
It would look like fucking Planet of the Apes movie.
It would have been, we would have been terrorists. So we
Okay.
would have been Black Lives Matters protesters.
Fuck them.
We wouldn't have just been innocent protesters.
Fuck America's problems. You know what we're
Because
doing
that's how
right
they
now?
made them seen
We
all
out here
day.
living our lives, getting our bread, and we focus on our podcasts and our dreams. Like, fuck them and their problems.
Amen.
Y'all are, it's the chickens coming home to roost. Y'all, rest in peace, Malcolm X. The chickens are coming home to roost. We are the prophets and the prophets.
Somebody said on Clubhouse, even Malcolm X didn't resort to gun violence. He said, if you ever wanted to feel safe within your household, to leave your bathroom light on overnight.
Wow. Exactly.
before gun violence. Which is very true. Because if somebody ever wanted to come into your house, if they see a light on, they're not going to come there.
Especially in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Somebody up.
Oh, okay, listen.
You don't just keep that on.
Exactly.
I got the goosebumps, okay.
So very true. Just make sure y'all put plans in rotation as to how you protect your household.
Yes.
Like I said, a gun is great. I grew up around hunters and I grew up around guns, so that is definitely a resort. But when you have younger kids, you also want to put other things into play, because sometimes you don't want to have that type of, you know what I'm saying, that type of energy or that type of things around your younger kids. But when you have to do what you have to do, you have to do what you have to do. And I feel like this time is coming to a time when you have to do what you have to do.
Well, now.
And just educate your kids. You have to,
Please.
if your kids are at an age where they can be educated, educate your kids.
I saw a meme that said, y'all better teach y'all boys how to shoot, because they damn sure teaching theirs.
Yep.
And I'm going to just leave it at that.
They in the backwoods in Carolina right now.
I cannot raise kids who are uncomfortable around guns as it relates to protection over their lives.
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about crime and violence in our own community. That's a whole nother problem that we're dealing with. We're talking about us sane folk who trying to do what we got to do. We ain't caught up in no gang-banging lifestyle.
Yeah.
Our kids need to understand the protection
Facts.
of a weapon.
I agree. All right. Well,
right.
let's get into this. So, I didn't officially get into something, but I definitely want to start off by paying respect and giving respect to Eric Jerome Dickey. One of the most influential black authors of our time.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
he passed away at the age of 59 in Los Angeles, stemming from a battle with a long-time illness. He was originally from Tennessee, Memphis, to be exact, and is known for his titles as Between Lovers, Sleeping with Strangers, Chasing Destiny, Dying for Revenge, and so many others that we could
Staple
name.
in black African American literature. Oh my God.
Yes, absolutely. But I definitely wanted to give him his flowers, even though this should have been happened. But I want to send condolences to his family and him. Like, it's a horrible way to start off the year.
Yeah.
With such a loss, because that's an important loss to us as black people, because we've read so many of his books. So we definitely want to send all the praises and all the love to his family, and he will definitely be missed, and all his titles will live on, and I'm sure they will be recycled and reread and everything.
Yes.
Definitely got to honor that man for Black History Month.
Oh my God.
Definitely, he will be in one of
An
the
absolute staple in African American literature.
You know, I want to ask y'all this, because speaking of which, you know, R.I.P. and shout out to his family too as well. I know I said we need to honor him for Black History Month.
I was gonna do one person in each show for Black History Month.
Right. But do you feel like Black History Month is overrated?
Yes, because we should really be honoring them every day.
Agree.
And
Yeah, I don't need Black History Month. I just need to know who did what.
I think
I
honestly
need to be
that's
armed with that
where
knowledge.
I'm at.
Yeah.
I agree. That's where I'm at with it. I don't think Black History Month, because even during Black History Month in school, I still didn't learn about half the people that I've learned about since I've been grown that did these amazing things that I've never even knew they were responsible for.
Yep.
I felt a little cheated too. I felt like, oh, wait a minute, this motherfather invented the
So you know
traffic
what?
light.
I have
He did
to-
peanut butter. He did this, that, and the other.
Exactly. Just like Catherine from Hidden Figures.
Yep.
I never knew that she
Yeah.
was
Until
in
the damn
fucking
movie came
Norfolk or Hampton. And you know what I'm saying? So
I never knew about Nat Turner till the movie came
my
out.
whole state, she's in the whole state that I live in, and I never heard about her.
Until it is just as American as American history itself, which it is. I just need the names to be out there. Y'all got all these white motherfuckers in the damn museums up in D.C. Put my black ancestors up there, please, because clearly they made Christmas Christmas addicts Atticus, the first person to die on American soil was a black man. I'm like, I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on the African diaspora as it relates to the American culture.
Yes.
We've been the number one respected, but right now we looking a little ghetto.
On the diaspora.
Period. This is exactly what our ancestors been telling us. Like, it's only a matter of time. It's finna get real.
It's about to get real messy.
The country has been a hypocrite long enough. Even your own white devils are calling y'all to the carpet like, well, are you going to be a racist or not?
The problem is y'all tried to suppress our history so much that we went and researched it ourselves, and now we are more powerful than
Because
ever.
you can't stop the wheel.
And you can't tell us.
In the beginning, there was a word, and the word was there, and the word's always going to be there. How about that?
Yeah.
Black
You
people
can't tell
are
us.
that. Stop playing with us.
So do any one of y'all have like white friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you guys do they feel comfortable in this climate? Do they talk to you? Do you talk to them about what's
they
going
can
on?
talk to me about it because they're not racist.
Yeah, they come to me.
They're not
I had
racist.
a weird situation happen to me. So my neighbors are Asian, and they had a guest visiting them, and me and this guest became very cool. Older Asian guys, super cool, very laid back. He came to me one day and he was like, "Are you Black Lives Matter? How do you feel about Black Lives Matter? I need to protect my brother from Black Lives Matter." And it kind of rubbed us the wrong way a little bit, because why would you feel like you needed to protect him from Black Lives Matter? So I had to explain that and break it down to him. And I think he understood it more, but I think his interpretation of what he sees on TV, he literally thought it was terrorists, and that wasn't the case.
Well, I hope he watching the news today.
And that's what I was thinking. That's the first thing I thought in my head when I watched
Straight
TV
up.
today.
High five to the black people.
The first
This is a
thing-
win for us. It's a win for Antifa. They don't even care about them.
Literally, that's the first thing that popped in my head today. The fact that he thought that we were literally terrorists, and we are literally not. But you would come to me as a black person and talk to me on a regular basis and think that I'm cool. Like, you have to understand, it's not that what you think. It's levels to this shit.
Absolutely.
And I literally said it's levels to this shit too. And he understood it when I broke it down for him, but it was just crazy to know that, like, damn, y'all perception of us on TV, the way they make us seem, is not really what the fuck it's about.
I think that's the sad part about it, is that a lot of white people are not willing to sit down and just hear us, because it's been a couple that I've run into that were just quiet throughout the whole conversation, and then with that they were like, okay,
Turn it down a little bit.
what?
It's overshadowing your voice.
Oh, my mic.
Yeah.
My
just the music,
check one. Okay, is that better?
yeah, it's just overshadowing the talking a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to make sure you were.
Oh, all right. Thank you, ma'am. So, yeah, I think that's what, honestly, what helped them understand is that it's easy for them not to relate to us because everything is handed to them.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have to worry about the things that we.
They don't really understand the racial relations. If you come from Asia, you surrounded around Asians.
I also want to be very clear in the American way of educating its people on the history has been very strategic to let's hide some of the bad shit.
Asians are racist too.
Oh,
Very
hold
Chinese
on.
don't fuck with Koreans.
Stop.
Koreans don't fuck with Japanese. It's
Okay.
so.
Ooh.
Very true.
Okay. Nerves. Woo.
I'm
Yeah,
still
you said
buying
a lot
some.
there. Okay.
I'm still getting that lunch special though, but go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, just the way America chose to let's talk
broccoli
about
rice.
after the Civil War, the way they decided to even talk about the war. Nobody says the war was fought over slavery. All they say is, oh, it was fought over states' rights. Yes, states' rights to have slaves. Slavery. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, America has been very clear on how they want to educate
And portray.
the further generations on this shit, and that's exactly why we got the dumbass mentalities that we have, because a lot of people ain't took a Black history class, and it shows. A lot of people don't understand in between the words in their textbooks at a public school, and it shows. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you grow up with parents and aunties and uncles who tell you their history of America, and because they're black or they're experienced or they're a person of color, it's very different from somebody who is lily white, everything is blue-eyed, happy, blonde, and okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just, you're starting to see a divide as well. That's why some of my white friends are comfortable talking to me about it, because they don't stand for that bullshit.
Yeah.
And I paid attention in history class. Who was a Republican and who was a
History is
Democrat?
my favorite subject.
Girl.
So,
And to this day, I could tell the people who was Republicans back then are Republicans now to a fault, and the ones who are Democrats because of an empathy. They could put themselves in other people's positions and shoes and walk that walk with them. That's all I gotta say.
all right. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, because we all grew up from different places and different areas. We all have different perspectives. We all have different type of educations when it comes to the United States. So I appreciate that. And we just have a lot going on in this world right now. We definitely want to make sure that we understand and we realize and we put it out there that we all have to be educated on the next steps for everything. And that's the most important thing within our lives. But also, so the next story I'm going to get into is, first off, we want to send a full prayers and recovery to Dr. Dre.
Sad, man.
Bro, my heart.
And we've been.
My heart. I couldn't take no more.
He's been a headline on this show for
I hate that y'all
3
brought
weeks
this
straight.
up.
I couldn't take no more, bro. Like, when I
Okay.
first seen the stories, I was like, what the fuck? What happened? Hold on. Because it really, I couldn't take, not really going into this year again with the same, like, I couldn't
Out of
do
nowhere.
it.
Out of nowhere. But you know
So-
what, though? Stress will do that to you.
Absolutely, and that's okay. So Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm on Monday and was rushed to Cedars-Sinai, where he is receiving treatment in the ICU. As we know, Dr. Dre is currently involved in an ongoing divorce case with his wife, Nicole. And this divorce case has been like no other. There has been maybe twists, turns, page turners, chapter start overs, everything
Checks
that
coming
she
out of the woodwork.
could think of, or he, whatever. It's been a damn circus.
We need to check her for voodoo dolls or something.
Or Miss Chalet.
Yeah. Check her room.
Something in your brain.
You know what? Doctors don't know what caused the bleeding, but they are running many tests to determine why it started. Dr. Dre penned a letter or a message on Instagram saying thank you for everyone in their support. He also mentioned that he is doing well and getting excellent care from his medical team. So prayers up to him. We don't want to start off this year with a repeat of last year.
Please,
last
God.
year started off
With Kobe.
that
can't lose another
that
legend,
shit
man.
Yeah.
An LA legend at that.
I don't want to
Get ready for
start
the 1
off.
year anniversary. I knew y'all was gonna talk about it.
I don't want to start off this year like that. So,
Yeah, man.
but everybody's saying he's in good spirits. Several sources that are close to him have put out the message that he's good.
He better be.
Everything's good. So that's what we're going with. He's good. Health happens. We understand, but he's in a good place right now. So
Let's move on.
Prayers up, big dog.
all right. So do we want to go ahead and get into the musical break? Because it's 9:03.
Okay, if we want to.
All right, because we talked about.
You got a little mixy mix or something? If not, look.
I mean, I can get into one more story.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so did you hear about Master P and Baron Davis trying to buy Reebok?
Ooh.
I heard something about it, but yeah. I didn't know the details.
Okay, so apparently these two have been in talks with Adidas to buy Reebok for a whopping $2.4 billion. Now,
Wow.
Master P is definitely a hustler. But $2.4 billion worth? Who the fuck knew? Did y'all think? I would have never thought $2.4 billion.
I want to lay my hands on this. I believe in this, and I believe
Really?
that. Yes, yes. I believe in this. I feel like it's them buying the ability to just build off of something that's already there. It's
But
not
where
Master
did they
P
get
coming
that
out with his
money
own stuff.
from?
Net worth.
So
Like you putting your houses. Okay, so how does that work? Do you put your houses up? Everything you own?
Maybe you present a
Because I'm curious to know.
Amazing plan that says, "Oh, we can get this money back." You know, just with us, our name being attached to it.
You
I
think
don't
so?
know.
That might actually be the case. I don't know. This is not my field as far as billion-dollar markets.
I just believe in Master P and whatever he does because I see that. Listen, that damn rap snacks.
Or every fucking word.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Or every fucking word.
And the Boosie ones are the best ones ever. Oh my God. But anyway, nah. That man is about his business, and I am putting my hands on this that it is going to be blessed. And if they get this deal, it's going to be like, oh, boom, all we got to get is this basketball player, this athlete, this star. They're going to, they're going to do this shoot, they're going to do this collab. He going to get that money back times 10.
And
Master P is paving a way.
and they're actually getting it on a discount because Reebok.
Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Relax.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
If this deal goes through, they will be the first black-owned major sneaker brand.
Reebok everything, baby.
We need it. We absolutely
Okay.
need it. Go, Master P.
Now, keep in mind, Adidas bought Reebok in 2005 for $3.8 billion.
Yep.
All right now.
And has taken a major launch since launching the brand under the Adidas
That's why.
umbrella.
They believe in it. They know what they could do.
Yeah.
Master P back there talking about some make them say, oh, I got y'all. We done took rap snacks from here to there. And we can take Reeboks from here
Yeah.
to there. Oh, Master P is, I love that man. I love that man.
I felt it. So Master P says that he wants to take Reebok from being a basketball sneaker to a lifestyle brand. Not only that, he said our most important incentive is putting money back into the communities that built this company. Miller told reporters that these companies have been benefiting off us, and this could be the history for our company to go black owned. So in other words, he is looking to use the profits from Reebok and put it back into black owned communities, which is perfectly fine, which is what they should do, because literally
Absolutely.
they have been building and making money off the likes of
Decades.
African Americans,
For decades.
especially basketball players.
For decades.
But what threw me off for a loop is he said he wanted to attract millenniums, and he wanted to use Allen Iverson to do so.
Probably because of what Allen Iverson represents.
Allen Iverson, yeah, that nigga is
The answer.
is a millennium to us. He's not a Gen Z to them. Half of them motherfuckers don't even know him.
Nah.
So that may not be your best angle.
They finna reintroduce my nigga on a whole new platform. It's finna be like, he was the original. You know what I'm saying? Like Allen Iverson.
No,
is
you
the NBA.
gotta get Steph Curry.
No. No.
You gotta get
No.
Steph Curry.
He already with Under Armour. It ain't gonna work.
Them
And
not
they don't
shoes,
like his
nigga.
wife. They're
Them
not
not
feeling
shoes, nigga.
Aisha.
Them not shoes.
They do have shoes. Don't
I ain't seen no Steph Curry Armour shoes.
You only see him on Steph.
see what I'm saying?
Exclusive.
Nah, Allen Iverson, they gonna reintroduce him. They gonna show all the footage, the vintage footage from back in the
Yeah.
day. They finna reintroduce him on a whole new platform.
So they trying to make him like a Jordan.
Yeah!
Actually, no. I'm sorry. They're not just on Steph. The nurses. I seen some. Shout out to Southside.
We
Regional.
gonna take that music break.
The-
The Laurels.
All right, shout out to y'all. Thank you for
Shout
listening.
out to all the CNAs.
Tune into the music break.
CNAs.
That's what they wear for graduation. Yeah. They wear.
RNs, LPNs.
They would 95 Steph Curry's.
Yeah.
Or was it
you want an LPN right now, put your hands
95 AIs?
If your homegirl's a motherfucking RN,
So pretty much y'all saying that y'all gonna rock some Reebok classics.
I didn't say it depends on what it is.
If they fly, first of all, I'm not wearing no goddamn Princess Reebok.
Hey, them old AIs are coming back. The Iversons are coming back for sure.
So motherfucker, if you relaunching Princess Reeboks, don't even think about it.
You know what? Not even worth it. Birdman needs to get his act together and bring back the lugs. Y'all.
Hey, even Jay-Z had some Reeboks. He had the S dots. And those were officially nerd shoes. Those were officially the nerd shoes. So let's be real.
Competing. It was them cat days.
Even, what is it? Red Run Daughters had Reeboks. They had cupcakes.
Don't forget the G units. Yeah.
They had G units.
G units.
I mean, they was popping, but they wasn't really.
That's the one with the wheel in the back, right?
Owned. No, those Heelys. Those are Skechers.
You ain't never seen G Unit slide in on some skates. Talk about something.
They should.
He wanted to come in like, you don't have to come.
Sliding in.
You know, this is exactly what that shit reminded me of Usher. You don't have to come.
That was in the video.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. Okay, guys,
we're wilding.
All right. So that's all we got for news tonight, because we can go ahead and keep it rolling.
Ow.
But shout out to everybody that tuned in to listen to the news for tonight. You already know where to get it from. It's your girl, Miss Milan. You can always find me on Milan Million on Instagram, and of course, it's your girl, Sade Mason, on Facebook. But also, you can follow my two business pages. It's Miss_Milan_Jewelry. Also, EcoG_Boutique on Instagram. Holla at your girl.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you don't mind, can you do us one more favor? Hit that subscribe button and also tap that bell notification. That way you're alerted about all of our live content, our live episodes, behind the scenes information, also live interviews with some of your favorite guests, and plus many more right here on Blacktop TV. Also, if you need more information about the show, follow us on Instagram, Blacktop. That's DABLACKTOP, and you know me. Ha! I'm a poet, ain't even know it. I rhyme all the time. And that's about it.